There is a difference between coping destructively in private and doing it in public. If you go online and post encouraging or glorifying self-harm, eating disorders, etc., you cannot excuse it with, "But I'm just coping." You are allowed to an extent to do whatever you need to cope while in private. However, once you're on the internet, which, unless you have a private account or blog, is a public space, you no longer have the excuse of just coping. You are knowingly exposing others to intentional harm and, as much as many of you deny it, encouraging this behavior in others. Going on Twitter and saying, "I need to cut deeper," is encouraging harm. Going on Tumblr and saying, "I need to eat even less," is encouraging harm. If you wrote that in a journal, it would be fine because it's between you and whatever professional or personal entity you share it with. Posting that stuff online allows you to find echo chambers in which all you do is encourage each other to become worse. If you're seeking help online, great, but that isn't what most of these free public communities are. Even helpful communities often drag others into the fray by unknowingly introducing methods of harm to once oblivious viewers. I understand the need for community, but harm-focused communities that aren't completely and wholly recovery-centered will only do more damage in the long run. People die because of these groups, and those under the impression they are just coping together are often the beginning of the end.
Drowning people often believe that if they grab hold of someone else, they can be saved, but that just makes you both sink faster.
Understand that this video is not made with malice toward victims of these communities. I was also a victim of Shed Twitter and other such groups. I am only glad I had the support system necessary to escape such a toxic environment, but the effects of the mindset I developed in those spaces may remain for the rest of my life. I put eating disorder, self-harm, and suicide hotlines and text lines in the description. Seek help if you need it. Recovery is always possible. Ranpo out.